Hey, good afternoon, guys. This is Jimmy from Primer is Best, and I got this 1978 Chevy C10 truck out here in a driveway going by the name of Billy James. I always name my trucks. Okay, last episode that you watched, I painted the hood white, and if you're not familiar with it, just go back a video or two on my channel, Primer is Best, which is what you're watching, and you can see what we done. Painted that, put my wheel well molding back on because, and this molding, this is all brand new side molding for this truck because my friend Tim Dixon put in a piece of metal here, fixed some rust. I'm just recapping, and you can see all this in the other video. Tim Dixon put that piece of metal in for me, done another wonderful job on this old truck. This is a pieced together truck. And it took 7 trucks to get it to this point. 7 trucks, 7 C10s to build this one back. It was originally white, and it was owned by Billy James. That was the guy that used to own this truck. Today, or just for a few more minutes, this might be a short video. I got my sanding sponges. I get these at Walmart or Lowe's or wherever. Sanding sponges. I rattle can paint everything. The whole truck's been rattle can painted, and you know, there's no runs or anything. It looks pretty good if you just take your time. And anyway, the point of this video is I'm going to do a little bit of sanding. I thought because I'm going to get a shower here in just a few minutes, and I thought I'd show you what I'm doing. The clouds has kind of got the sky. The clouds has the sun covered up for the moment, and you can kind of see a little bit about the look I'm going for. Let me set these over here out of the way. Getting too many items and I get confused. These sanding sponges, see? I hope you can see. That's the look I'm going for on this truck. It's a 78, and I'm trying to make it look like the original paint on this truck. Like I said, it was born white, and I'm just trying to show you, I'm trying to make this stuff pop, look good, is what I'm trying to say. There's my neighbor waving at me. He's seen me do this on lots of trucks I've had. I just like this look. It's easy to keep up with, and I just like patina style. Anyway, this is what I'm doing. Let's try another one, just for kicks. Man, I can't get that thing out of there. Sorry about that, guys. I probably scared y'all to death. But here we go. Here's a brand new one. Now this should really cut. I had to put a bunch of paint on this truck because it was originally like a teal green or whatever. Oh yeah, this is cutting it pretty quick. I saved my old ones though, just because they're good to have. I'm just giving you the gist of what I'm doing. I had this side looking real good if you watched the last video. But my my plastic cover, I had covering stuff up with, the wind took it and blew it up just after I got done painting it. So it left this and a few little spots here, but that's okay. That's okay. See the look I'm going for? Where it looks like it's probably might be the original paint, but it's just been, you know, wore down. I'm using this for my own good, to my advantage is what I'm trying to say. Can y'all see that? I don't know if you can or not. It's kind of hard to see through this phone. There it is. There it is. And yes, I've got paint on my hands. I'm just doing this real quick, then I'm going to get a shower. I painted black up under here first. Just go back and watch the video. I'll try to leave a link if I can think of it. That's where I'm absent-minded. This was a teal green hood. I painted it black, in these, especially in these areas here where it's kind of got a little corner or, you know, ridge. And then I kind of scuff it up a little bit. Sun's come back out now, so I was trying to hurry and show y'all this. I'll do this a bunch. Sanding, I mean. Flip it over. I get these sponges, if I didn't tell you. See, I like that look right there. See that? That looks good. To me. Y'all might not like it, but I do. I want it to look like if you walked up on this truck and you didn't know anything about the truck. See that? I painted the whole hood black. When I see black, I kind of stop, because I know if I keep going, I'm going to get into the teal, and the teal is not what I'm wanting. I'm wanting black. Because I went through here and painted all this stuff black. You know, these places where the paint has chipped, I've painted all this black. This is all the real deal here from this old truck, Billy James. We'll do a little bit on this side real quick. See, it's already coming through. I hope y'all can see this, because I've been looking at this truck for so long in the sun. I mean, and it's hard for me to see, actually. Now see, if I put too much patina on it, all I gotta do is run a can paint over it. No biggie at all. I like these imperfections. I just want the truck to look like, you know, that it has, you know, has not been painted. I'm sorry. Kind of went blank. I do that a lot lately. You can turn these on their side too, by the way. If you've never messed with these before, I really like these. I get them at Walmart, Lowe's, Co-op. If you have a co-op store near you, see all this? I've done the edges black. I like that. Now, actually, I like that a lot. Where the paint's kind of thin. Oh, yeah. Looking good. There's different grades of this. Fine, medium, coarse. Well, 2 mediums, 2 fine, 2 medium, 2 coarse. That don't make no sense, does it? 2 fine and 1 coarse, 1 medium. I guess that's what that means. I'm easily confused. See, that's where it's starting to come out. Doesn't that look good? I'm just showing y'all what I do. Y'all might hate this. And if you do, that's okay. Everybody's got an opinion. Everybody's got their views on what a car or truck should look like. What kind of wheels they like. That's okay. No big deal. No big deal at all. I like that. I'm going to kind of continue that down through here. Some of it I just want the black just kind of barely come through. Just barely come through. I'm trying to get this truck ready to put penetrol on. I have not sanded any of this stuff on this side of the hood, so it's really digging in. I didn't do any of this today, but I'm just kind of going over there a little bit anyway, just for kicks. Let's see. Some of y'all might be sitting on the edge of a seat saying, oh, please don't do that. It's okay. Let's get another one. Let's get this show on the road here. Hey, here's a coarse one. Let's try the coarse one. Just for giggles, just for kicks. This really gets down to the nitty gritty real quick. See all these places? See? I just think that's so cool. It tells a story. The paint's thin. I'm sorry, I don't mean to make y'all sick. This is just where it will get the most abuse from the sun and the weather. I'll pause it here just so I don't make y'all sick. I'm going around and around, and I know some people's probably X'd out of the video. It's okay, I don't mind. I'll pause it here and I'll get back with you in just a minute and I'll show you what it looks like. Hang in there, okay guys? Okay guys, I sanded as much as I'm going to because I have a tendency of putting too much patina on. Got my leaf blower and blew off all the dust, and it was just a cloud of smoke or dust. Got me a wet paper towel. I'm going to kind of show you what penetrol will look like when we do put penetrol on. That's going to look good. It makes it so much darker. It's like clear coat. Well, the sun would have to come out, so you can't really get a good representation, but that's going to look good, I think. I mean, that's just, like I said, that's just me. There's a little dent right here, and I kind of highlighted that. All this right there, that's going to look good. If you come up on the truck, I just want you to think, well, hey, that's got the original paint on it. It's thin. It's got a few dings and stuff like that in it, but it's the original paint. Even though this truck is not. This has still got some water in it. I'm hoping it. I got this so you could see, and then the sun come right back out, didn't it? But I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. I'd rather have it as rain, like that little dark spot there. Oh man, that's gonna look good. I think my wife will like it because Mrs. PIB, she's on the phone, but to one of her friends. But I think she will like it. And I kind of went over these things, these little vents just a little bit, see how they're kind of look scratched up. Here, there, I mean, not, you know, just random, nothing uniform. Okay, I'm thinking that might be, I'm going to let her look at it here in a minute or whenever she gets off the phone and see what she thinks. Like I said, if you do this kind of paint job like I do, rattle can painting, that's all I know to do, and it's on a budget. It's not expensive, whatever a can of rattle can paint is. Normally on most trucks that I've painted, and I've painted a bunch, it normally takes, just guessing of course, 14 cans, sometimes 15, you know, it all depends. If I see a color that they got an abundance of, you know, the same color, I mean, even though this is white, there's different shades of white. This is a satin white. white satin, that's it. Got it at our local co-op, and I always get every can they have, just because you never know. I mean, you might run into something you got to paint several times. Of course, I mean, you know your situation. I don't. So, yeah. But I'll be putting a penetrol on this truck. I'll clean this hood a little bit better later. But I've already got the rest of the truck, I think, the way I want it, I believe. All this, you know, is real, like I said, real chips. I just kind of darkened them in where you could see them better. I'm not trying to hide anything on this old truck. I never do. If someone else one of these days wants to buy Billy James and they wind up with it, I'll tell them everything that I know about it. I'm an honest person, and I'm going to tell you everything that I know about the truck, so you can make a good decision. I wouldn't mislead anybody for it. I really wouldn't. Can't see the bed, but I rattle can painted all in here, done all this, you know, just real chips. And the paint, but yeah, I think it looks good enough for now. Anyway, let me close this hood, and it don't matter how much you blow, it still gets dust everywhere, doesn't it? Anyway, let's close this hood, and we'll go for a ride in. I'll go around the block a time or two, and maybe we can get the rest of it off. People ask me why I keep a rock or a brick or whatever this is. It's just so my hood won't latch and I can disconnect the battery. And it reminds me to disconnect the battery. I always disconnect batteries on old cars and trucks that I have or have had or whatever. They're old, and you know, mice can get in there and all that kind of stuff. Let me just set this in the truck or I'm going to forget it. Get this out of the way. We'll go for a little cruise if you don't mind going with me. And I don't know if I'll get much dust off because the leaf blower got majority of it, but I'll do the best I can. Can't go fast. I live in a neighborhood that's full of kids. I'll be back. That's my wife, Mrs. PIB. And remember to pick that up here in a minute. I don't think that door's shut good over there. Let's make sure before we take off. I don't think it is. Could be. Yeah, it's shut. I don't know why I thought it wasn't. Anyway, it's a beautiful day here in East Tennessee without rain for a change. Oh my goodness. We have had the rain. Let me put my seatbelt on. Hang on, guys. Whew. Okay. Let's go for a little ride. I'm not going fast. I never do. I don't drive fast anyway. So, there's the hood. I hope you can see it. I like it. I think it's gonna be good enough for this old truck. This old truck's just glad to be back on the road after it took 7 trucks to make this one. The hood, and I think this is the 3rd or 4th hood I put on this truck. I didn't have a hood when I got this truck. It was on this trailer going for scrap, and I bought the truck. It had a title, and I bought the truck, but there wasn't much left. No motor, transmission, nothing. And every panel on it, the doors and everything were just beat to death. And I bought it, and like a big dummy, I got a lot of money tied up in it, looking for parts and all that kind of stuff. And you know, like I said, 7 trucks later, here's what we got. The first hood I got at a junkyard, and it was white. I couldn't believe it. Every part I found for this truck is white, but the hood was bowed real bad, but it was white, and I was happy with it because I didn't have a hood, and I went along with it. But then another hood came around. I'm trying to think of all the hoods. One of the hoods is in the back of this truck. There's a lot of police people here, so I don't go very fast. And there's a lot of children that play. So I'm just trying to blow some of the dust off. We'll go around once more. Just for giggles. Just for kicks. I know one thing, I've got to get a shower. And I'd like to get something to eat. We've only had one meal today, and that was a turkey sandwich. That was it. Man, this sure is a good running truck. It's had 2 motors in it since I've had it. This second motor is a good one. And it's got a practically brand new 400 turbo transmission in it. Now when you look at the truck, don't look at it like, ooh, that's a pile of junk. It might be in your eyes, but mechanically, everything is new. You know, all new brake lines, gas line, gas tank, the whole 9 yards is on this truck. When it comes to mechanics, I don't skip out. If it needs something or if something's questionable, go ahead and put it on the truck. And my friend GM1038 on YouTube, check out his YouTube channel. He does a lot of work for me. Well, we're best friends. And Tim Dixon at Gas X Chop Shop. He's on Facebook. If you type in Gas X Chop Shop, Tim does all the metal work for me. Like I said, we're all just big buds. We're all best friends. And Charlie and Waylon and Corey and Tim's wife, Angie Dixon, she does upholstery. She is on Facebook if you type in Gas X Girl Friday. Guess I'm going to put this up. I don't know if any dust come off, but if it did, so be it. This morning, the yard was so wet. We've had last 2 days we've had like 2.5 inches of rain, and it's just, the yard is in terrible shape as far as it needs mowed, weed eated. Hang on, guys. I'm going to show Mrs. PIB this hood. What do you think? That's enough, isn't it? Well, I think it looks pretty good. She thinks it needs another coat of paint.
See, like this, you don't see.
This is where the sun. I can make this look just like this. I think this looks good. Y'all let me know in the comments what you think. And we'll just kind of go from there. It's the same color as the rest of the truck. Same brand of paint. Same color, and I think it'll be just fine. Y'all let me know what you think. My name is Jimmy, and you are watching Prime It Is Best. I'm also on Facebook, Prime It Is Best, and Instagram, Prime It Is Best. Got a second YouTube channel called Man on a Budget, and I'm on Instagram, Man on a Budget 1. Check me out on Man on a Budget. My wife and I have been doing thrift stores, yard sales, and what's the other one? Thrift stores, yard sales, flea market. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Been going to flea markets, thrift stores, and yard sales. You might like that. I'm always looking for parts for these trucks or cars, so you might enjoy watching. And there's no telling what we get into. And at the end of the video, we tell you what we got, and how much we spent. Man on a Budget. That is us. And of course, you're watching Prime It Is Best. If you're like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Give me a big old thumbs up. Help my YouTube channel, and say bye.
Bye.
Y'all have a blessed day today. The Lord is good. The Lord is great. It is not raining. Yay! Y'all have a good day. God bless each and every one of you guys. I'll catch you in the next one. See y'all later.